little sample of playing with the WeeVerbWah and without. With and without. I tell you, this is the thing that we've been waiting for. A great invention by Robert Temple, who finally delivered in this small package humongous effect of a reverb and a little bit of that wah that we've gotten before from all kinds of resonators. If you remember harmonicas with all kinds of attachments, looking like horns, bullets, and so on. They all do what our hand wah does. But do they deliver a reverb like this thing does? No, they don't. And they never did. This is acoustic. No batteries required. It feels like you're holding a microphone in your hand if you're playing with a mic, if you're experienced in that regard. This is not going to feel like anything new. I actually managed to have an easy time adding my bullet mic, the JT whatever 30 Blues Blaster as we call it, big shell mic. I managed to hold it very comfortably in this hand next to this reverb tank and actually have an amplified effect, but more than an amplified effect, which is interesting. You know, we have usually that via your amp or processors or pedals, reverb. You could dial in what you like. More interesting than that is the acoustic version, which you can carry in your pocket, play anywhere you want to play, and has a pretty strong effect, but also not overpowering. It's just Robert dialed it in perfectly, because with reverb, you know, as an amateur, you're gonna dial in too much of it, and that is a clear first sign of an amateur. Too much reverb, too much delay. Now this thing does just enough. Listen. There are ways to use it. There are ways to get less of it if you have less of a seal. If you cover the opening here, you amplify the reverb. If you open it up, also there's a little bit less of it, but you have the wah 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 kind of thing going on that we all like. Also, it's interesting that in his own video, Robert made the point that the action happens here. And that is true. That's where you do that wah wah effect and so on. But it doesn't exclude your usual way of doing it over here either. You still have that, and it works actually in the same way that it works normally acoustically, you know, with an electric mic. As you break the seal, you have a little bit less of a volume. As you get back into this position, the volume adds. That, you know, we're pumping more air through the microphone, diaphragm or membrane or whatever you call it. But so it kind of works in reverse from the way you usually hear it acoustically. In this case, it works exactly the same way. So what else can I say? This is purely, it's genius. You know, it's a pure genius to finally fit this huge effect into this small package, to do it so elegantly. Look at how good looking this thing is. It looks like a speaker. It works from either end. In short, it just really is it. Robert, I wrote back to him, and I want to tell you guys, my fellow harmonica players, you delivered. And I wish you a lot of success. Thank you for this great invention. I don't want to say simple, it's elegant, and you know, it's not overly complicated either. Wish you lots of success with your product, and we're having success with it as players already. That is it for now, my friends. That's my review. Very, very positive, glowing review of this accomplishment.